Welcome back to High Talk Real Talk, where the topics burn faster than your spliff. I am your host, Mad Trini, alongside the beautiful, annoying older sister.
Dang, why you gotta put older in there though? Jeez.
It's nicer than some of the other things I would have said.
Listen, you were the brother that I never wanted, but got anyways.
I love you too.
Welcome, guys. I am your co-host, Empress Davy, and today we're doing a little something different. We're actually gonna touch on Carnival because it is Carnival weekend in New York, so we're paying homage in a sense. So we have two gentlemen in our community, in our Caribbean community, that are DJs, and I'm gonna allow them to introduce themselves and drop y'all info where people can find you, and
Any
then
business info, personal info, well, not personal.
not personal info, your business
Definitely your
info.
business info. Yeah, where they can find you.
So we'll start to the gentleman on my right.
Good greetings. I don't know if it's afternoon, morning, day. Greetings. My name is DJ Code Red. You can Team Soca DJ. You can follow me on Instagram, INT Code Red, all one word, no space. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, IG, TikTok. I'm also, Orlando. Been here almost 20 years, 20 plus. Been DJing longer than that.
Yo, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I know.
You're seasoned. You're well seasoned. And then my gentleman to the left of me. Please
20
introduce
years. I
yourself.
ain't clicking 20 years yet, but
Boy, you're 20 yet?
yeah, I got me feeling like I just start DJ. But my name is DJ Frankie. Which camera we looking in? Three of them. DJ Frankie. Represent St. Vincent, represent the Virgin Islands, represent Orlando, we represent soca music. I ain't Team Soca yet. Quarter
Oh, it sounded like you have plans.
I ain't talked to Quarter and I went down and see a little bit. But yeah, man, big up to everybody that locked in right now. Y'all can find me on Facebook, DJ Frankie, Instagram, DJ Frankie 47, and also TikTok, Twin Flames 47. So y'all can check us out there.
Welcome to our panel, gentlemen.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. High Talk. I am so high right now. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
This is why I am here.
Yeah.
So, the topic that I think we have chosen to speak to you gentlemen about is obviously you have experience in DJing carnival events. You more so than Frankie.
I'm curious.
But
I'm really curious.
About
his answers specific.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the topic that we came up with is how has the dynamic of music changed throughout the years of Carnival? Because if I'm being honest, I never knew hip hop played at Carnival until now. I never knew certain kind of genres of music, reggae music, things like that. Carnival to me was always a soca kind of vibe, and calypso and those kinds of genres was being played, but now it's turned to more other genres than
especially nationwide.
correct.
Like
Okay.
before, I could understand in the States. Even in the States, I could understand hearing a little hip hop there in Carnival. But even in the Caribbean now, you could hear hip hop.
And I feel like it's more than soca, which is the
And therein lies where I have the problem. I don't want to say I can accept it here in the U.S. Maybe I'm not as tolerant of it because we are in the U.S. We are in a very diverse diaspora, right? And Carnival is big business. Let's be real. Carnival is a very expensive and a big business.
absolutely.
And if you want it to happen, sometimes you have to be a little slightly inclusive.
Okay.
You have to, if you want to invite
kind of gotta
others,
conform in a sense.
to some degree.
Okay.
To some degree. Still gotta respect my soca.
Correct.
Don't disrespect it. All right. Don't disrespect it. Now, if you are coming to me and you're into my house and you want to enjoy, leave it up to me
Right.
to play a little one or two to make you feel welcome. But don't come to me and say, hey, you're not going to play it. Well,
The whole day. Like,
all right.
that's not what we're here
We
for.
go cut that. We cut that now.
Right.
Don't come to me and tell me what I
You
have to
should
play.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to be, I might play one or two. And it's going to be on a remix. It won't be a straight, I am not playing, no. nobody little this, little boozy, little Wayne, little gun, all them. There's still a limit of what I'm going to do.
Right.
And I said, because here in the US, no. Take it to Trinidad, unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. Your laptop getting pulled, your power getting pulled, your USB getting pulled. Do that in Grenada, unacceptable. So again, I am again because I guess because of my age and I'm seeing as things progress, and that you have to progress. If you don't progress, you don't grow. Orlando, if you don't progress, you don't grow.
I'm so sorry. That was so needed to be said.
I have to say it.
You have to. Absolutely.
I'm not going to throw a particular individual under the bus, but my particular individual goes, why is it that how come you don't go anywhere? How come you don't go to Atlanta during Memorial Day weekend? How come you don't go there? Because I live here. I can't complain about here if I don't support or at least try to support here.
Agreed.
I've never been to Atlanta Carnival. Never. Because if my roots are here in Orlando, I'm going to try my best.
Correct.
To push and support Orlando.
You have to want to support your local rather than
and my soca music.
Well, yes, yes, but if we don't come together and support our own local, how can we go somewhere else and support that? Like, how else are we supposed to grow locally if the locals aren't supporting?
We go come back.
We go circle back.
We go circle back.
Okay.
As a older gentleman, that's my answer. I would like to hear what this younger gentleman.
That's why I feel like there's going to be a big difference
because of the age gap, the difference, the generation.
It's the generational. Yes.
Yeah. The reason why I say that is because he's going to be more Americanized than he is. You know what I mean? And me, even though I love my culture, you know what I mean? Even though I love soca, I could hear hip hop and still be in a vibe. But it's not because I don't love soca as much as him, but my growing up, I've gotten just as much soca as I have gotten hip hop. You know what I mean?
Okay, but for me, I guess my mentality is carnival. Just that word carnival equates to soca music, equates to, like I said, calypso music, equates to pan, to steel pan, to those. Right. If we taking it to the real meaning behind or the real roots of carnival, it's not to say that 1-2 other genres can't be thrown in. But if we dig in deep, and I'm Guyanese, so I can't even speak to the Trinidadian culture of where it started, right? But from the years of my experience, the roots are based in that kind of music. And I feel like the more carnivals that I have gone to as an older person, it's become less and less of that music and become more and more of other genres. So to me, being a patron of sorts, we've lost the meaning of or the roots of where carnival started. But I'm gonna take it to Frankie first, and then we'll come back. We'll circle back.
Yeah. To piggyback off of what Code Red say, like if you ask that question to somebody that grew up in the 80s and the 90s and listened to real calypso and soca, they'll be like, stripping is you talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you, as you say, you go Trinidad, Vinci, you go Jamaica, you ain't playing no hip hop.
Correct.
At no soca party. Correct. Everybody gonna stand up and watch you like. But then if you look at it this way, soca has grown so much where it's more worldwide than it used to be back in the 80s and the 90s.
True. Yes.
You know what I mean? They if we're being honest, you know they play soca at hip hop events now.
Correct.
You know, so we're gonna be like, how come y'all play hip hop at our soca? But soca has grown so much where, you know what I mean? And if you look at it, a lot of the sponsor who sponsor a lot of these soca events, Americans. True. You know, it's not completely Caribbean people sponsor these carnivals in America. They're not all completely, you know what I mean? So if you got somebody who never been to Trinidad or been to the Caribbean sponsoring your event, you know, why you can't, you know, give a little bit of hip hop.
Cater to them a little bit.
Right, and we as DJs, if you look at it and, you know, you see half of the crowd Caribbean and half of the crowd American, and then got a little Haitian over there. What you gonna do? You know what I mean? So, and then music became, and us DJs, we transformed too. Like, you know, we don't just play just one genre of music. No soca DJ play one genre of music.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So we gonna be here like, oh, I only play soca. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You know, you play Afrobeat, you play hip hop, you play reggae,
you
you
read your
play
room,
everything,
basically.
right?
Mhm.
So imagine this: you at a carnival, right?
Mhm.
And then you playing soca music, and nobody moving. What you gonna do? Continue to play soca?
True.
You gonna go around different music, so now you stressed out. You be like, man, in your head you like, damn. As a DJ, you're like, I can't get nobody to move. And then you throw in ski, and then everybody start go crazy.
Oh, I
That-
gotta use those.
That's where.
Right.
You know,
Right.
that's where it start. Okay,
You're
now
right.
ski. Okay, let me get another sexy. And you know what I mean? But it's because soca music have traveled. Like they play soca music in England, they play soca music in China now. You know, and
Oh, yeah,
TikTok
definitely.
and social media have a big part to do with a lot of the stuff. So you know, we can. You know, I get it. Talking to like Trini, you know, I get it. You can't tell me you gonna play no hip hop. No,
And I
no,
don't
you
mean
can't
just
tell me
hip
that, man,
hop,
but-
right? Like I just threw that out. there.
Right.
It's just I feel like even in New York, I feel like other genres have taken over Carnival, where it's like you're hearing less.
Yeah,
and
because the other
less.
genres are getting big too. Afrobeat is big.
Yeah.
Children. I have 2 Yankee children. I am a hardcore Trinidadian. I am 125
Sorry, nephew.
Matooks, ketchup, pepper sauce, callaloo, macaroni pie Trinidadian. But I have 2 Yankee children. And it's not because I don't play the music in the house. It's that there are outside influences who have influenced them.
Right.
Now, it's not to say they don't know the music, but they're not going to, you know, they may, you know, go to 1 or 2 events, you know, here and there, or strictly soca because they understand it's a carnival weekend, it's a soca party. That's what I'm going for.
Right. Right.
But it's the children. The children are the ones who are directing the change.
The narrative.
The older ones want to hold on as we should because we want to hold on to our heritage,
Right.
our culture,
Mhm.
our foundation. But when we dead, what happened? If you know, the children,
Unfortunately, I'm feeling like when we die, it dies with our generation.
not really because the children are going to be the new foundation.
I know, but how the wall going right now, she kind of might be right, bro.
Because I don't
Yeah,
feel
because-
like
Soca's not gonna be a carnival for long.
it's not
be
much
honest
too
with
much
you,
longer.
To be honest with you,
Carnival,
it's not
Carnival is gonna have a new definition.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like in a couple of years.
it's already there. It's
Yeah.
already there. The problem is that it's just a lot of people trying to hold on. It's already there because if you think about it, right?
Mhm.
Carnival originally started with Caribbean people that came from the Caribbean,
Right.
in the States,
Correct.
right? Carnival now already is ran by American Caribbean people.
Yeah.
Eventually, Carnival is going to be simply ran by
Americans,
Americans,
period.
period.
Mhm.
So
Because even our American
the
Caribbeans aren't keeping
the
up.
transition
Yeah.
is being made.
Mhm.
The argument shouldn't be about the music. The argument should be about the transition then. You be trying to get some more straight Caribbean people to run Caribbean events. But the problem is it's so big now that it's more American Caribbean people than just Caribbean people.
And it's because of the money. It's just,
Yeah.
You know, they're seeing these Caribbean events that people are holding each year, and look at the money they're making. So no, he have a valid point. No,
Yeah.
the transition is gonna be like, hey, what you can do for my business.
Right.
And if these people putting up the money,
What you gonna do
And
for that business?
As I said earlier,
Like,
Carnival is
seriously.
big business. I said that.
It is.
You'll see some random hip hop artists just pop out on some Caribbean events just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And what do you think that is? Because the money behind it is American. Oh, we're gonna throw some of us in there. We in there.
True.
And you can't fight it. You can't fight it because at the end of the day, it's a business that's growing in the States.
Yeah, so yeah, it's not,
You
it's
know
not
what I mean?
just Caribbean anymore, man.
Right.
Like I
Nah,
remember when Carnival used to be just Caribbean.
Uh-huh.
Miami, Atlanta, all these different places doing Carnival now. You know, it's crazy.
Look at Trinidad Carnival. Trinidad Carnival is not that big because of Trinidadians.
No.
No, you're right, because there's definitely
Social media definitely has helped fuel.
When Trinidad Carnival come around now, everybody is going to Trinidad.
But in social media, they want the damn FM prices sky high because of that.
That's life.
Because of that.
That's life. So pretty soon, Carnival is no longer going to be a Caribbean thing. You know what I mean? You might see a flag or two in the back, but
it ain't going there.
You know what I mean?
It's I guess the reality is definitely setting in now that you put it that way.
Yeah.
You know?
It's sad to say.
It really is.
It's definitely sad to say. To those that love like soca, like hard, like to fet, and that's not going to be it no more. You know what I mean? It's not. Gonna be
I'm afraid of that. I really am. Like, because I guess I'm one of those 80s babies that you try to you grasping at straws because you're just trying to hold down some type of foundation, and you were trying to pass it on to generations, but it's seeming like it's becoming less and less passed on.
I would love it, but you got to understand, Caribbean people don't understand how crazy of an influence we hold over the community. Like our culture is a vibe.
It sure
when
is.
You say our, for the audience and for me, our is whom?
The Caribbean, period. Any Caribbean island.
Okay.
You know,
I want to make sure.
Any Caribbean island, period. It's a vibe. You know?
It is.
So
it is.
Once we introduce that to just pure American, you know what I mean? Imagine growing up straight American. You know what I mean? When you go to a party.
You grew up in Queens. Behave yourself.
You know what I mean? Like.
I don't know. You ain't gonna bring Queens. Wait, what's that? Rockaway? What's that?
No, Jamaica, please.
All right.
Thank
See,
you.
all right.
Jamaica,
okay. Hear the name on top of that.
Lord. But yeah, hip hop is nothing like soca. You know what I mean? Like,
and vice versa.
You know what I mean? It's just the vibe is completely different. The way they party, the way you don't there's nothing like effect. You can't compare the two to American music.
No,
like,
you can't. But that's why we have people of all walks of life that are joining into.
We're addictive.
You know what I'm saying? We are. We have an addictive vibe. The energy is way different. We usually, except for what we're witnessing today at Eastern Parkway is always like that. But typically, Carnival to me, was always equated with unity. So it didn't matter what country you came from, because we all know y'all don't consider us Caribbean, but we are in a sense.
No, we don't.
Wait, how I feel like that was targeted to us.
Yeah, he's like
I mean,
send back to geography school.
Anywho, sir, it was equated to unity. So people, when they catch that vibe, they go to Carnival. They see that everybody getting along. They want in on that, because there'll be other genre parties where people, they get hyped up, stepped on somebody by accident, and comes a fight.
A big fight, yeah.
Well, let me ask y'all this.
You look at my girl wrong, my man wrong, comes a fight.
Being that we talking about Orlando Carnival, being that y'all both play parties, events, what would y'all say is y'all favorite party to play during Orlando Carnival?
Dang, you gonna put them on the spot?
This year or in general? This year in general.
Period. I mean,
in general.
Like,
I want to know in general, and this year.
Current and in general.
Right.
Well, you first up.
I don't have a favorite part. You know, my favorite thing. No, for real.
All right.
My favorite thing is just the carnival.
All right.
Like, because I have so much gigs, like, you can't really have a favorite party.
You don't get.
But there's
joy.
no party that one particular party where that energy is just that.
For me,
you sitting there, you tapping your foot, because I know how you DJ.
I know about every party, you have vibrant carnival time. You know what I mean? But me, it's like me coming up right now is just about the experience. So I don't take in everything, bro. I don't go to every party and I watch my lineup like, I can go here this time, go here this time, go here this time. So in my head is like, it's never a favorite party, but my favorite, if I have to choose one, is actually Carnival itself.
Okay.
Just seeing all the artists there, being on the road. That's my favorite part. I don't think
I'm glad you asked him first. You give me the political.
No, don't fool. I mean,
well,
all right.
In your defense, I think you're still new in the game of Orlando
Carnival.
So you're still in the beginning stages. No offense, of your career in Orlando, as opposed to your season.
Right.
So you've seen parties that don't even exist anymore.
That's correct.
We've I can safely say that the three of us, you and me in particular, have seen parties come and go. Like,
yes, we have.
I've been here close to 11 years, so I've been in the carnival world. You've been in here a little bit longer. I know you've come to fets.
Yeah, coming on. Trying to.
Don't play.
I was about to use the TR. He transitioned in.
Don't play. Listen.
But like I said, you're still kind of like getting your foot in the door, as opposed to you actually are seasoned, and like I said, seen parties. We've seen parties come and go, so you might have a little bit more experienced answer.
Yeah, your favorite party is probably gonna be like a back in the time party.
Listen,
it's not gonna be
and nothing like the back in the days.
Well, no,
okay, it's not gonna be that current.
Not to put one event over the other. As I've gotten older, I've gotten to enjoy a nice all-inclusive family. Let's put it that way. We're not without putting one above the other.
Right,
I've gotten to enjoy a nice all-inclusive. A couple of years ago, it used to be a particular cooler fed. And why I enjoyed that one was easy, 15, 20 deep. Right, but 5 carloads pulling up. All right, easy, and used to be Jello shots, corn soup, and this is where we walk in any people party.
Look, we ain't even reaching the gate.
We ain't reaching the gate.
We still
nice. So, like I said, as I've gotten older, yes, my favorite has changed. Yes, Carnival, especially playing on a truck, nothing in the world can beat that. Nothing in the world can beat that experience. Once you get on that truck and they say, all right, start to go, and that truck start to move, and you get to play, and you see as DJs, we're a unique type of sponge. We definitely feed off great DJs, feed off of people's energy, and it's one of the most euphoric feelings in watching and seeing that. That song that you played got people hand in their hair, and they're looking at you like, my God, yes. And then, or the feeling of, it's like, you play a song, and then they're like, oh, damn, I ain't that in a minute. And you can see the expression, the euphoric feeling, and they look at you like.
That nostalgia of all those memories that just came back. Where were you when song played?
I wasn't.
I was just thinking about, we were actually on a truck, and I'm notorious for being on somebody's speaker box.
Yes, and no.
I can't do that no more. No. I'm talking about like being on somebody's speaker box dancing, or in the back of somebody's truck dancing. Like, those days, you can't get them back. And it's all because of your DJ.
Me?
No, I'm saying like in general, it's all because of the vibe that the DJ is playing. Like,
well, again,
it's
we are
nostalgia.
different. We are different. For instance, he's more of an entertainer, where he's more in front of the controller.
Right.
I'm more of an entertainer, where I'm behind the controller.
Right. But no, I'm saying, like, going back to what you're saying, like, even you being on a truck and you look down into your crowd. You look down into your masqueraders, and you seeing them get on a certain way. It's that, like, I did that. Like, that feeling of accomplishment, right?
That's why a lot of DJs still DJ to this point.
Right.
Yeah.
Basically, that's where they'll feed up. I mean, some of them, some of it is the money, some of it, but like just seeing all of that, like, I don't think we could even explain fully that feeling where he was just trying to.
Yeah. It's a high. It's a high.
It's sometimes you just stand up and be like, it doesn't. Like, you can't say nothing.
And this gets myself. My wife will be in the back like, next to you, like, taking this all of this, and you're just like, let me.
You absorb it.
Yes.
Is it a feeling of, damn, you never thought that you would get to this point, or is it a feeling of like accomplishment that the work that you put in can break this kind of?
I just think it like, as we as DJs, we like you like to see people happy,
right?
And if you have a room or a crowd of people happy, man, like just imagine that, you know what I mean? Like, you could make all these people happy and have a good time. That's power, man.
Listen, I look at it as a bartender point of view.
I never looked at it like that. Never.
I look at it
like
yeah.
Let me give you an
I just learned
example. Let me give you an example. 1:30 this morning. 1:30 this morning. About what? 10 people?
Mm-hmm.
And you couldn't tell them 10 people anything. You understand? 1:30 this morning, it was not 10,000 or it was 10.
I'm not gonna lie,
And-
big brother. You had it on tilt. Cause I was behind the bar just jamming, and I had just walked in.
And that is the feeling that could even I'm standing up here, no matter how many times I'm DJ, hundreds, thousands, I can't even count. It always feels new. It always feels fresh. It always feels like nervous, almost nervous, almost nervous.
No, you definitely had it on tilt. Cause again, like you were playing songs that you can't hear normally. Like I'm gonna be real. I wish we had more people in here to kind of catch the energy of what was in here last night, or rather this morning, because it was for us. I guess they don't have too many parties that cater to like the music we grew up on. So the vibe that was in here, huh? Right? Like we kind of conform to the new stuff, but
you know,
we like our classics.
You are right. As a soca DJ, you don't just play soca.
No, you don't. Because
Not nowadays.
he wasn't playing soca this morning.
And it was
He was not playing no soca this morning. I had to look up from behind the bar and be like, who is... Oh.
as a soca DJ,
Because I was...
no such thing.
I didn't know who was DJing.
I mean, all DJs play all music at this point.
You kind of have to, though. You
Yeah,
kind of
like-
have to be versatile.
You have to be versatile.
Because you kill... I feel like you kill your
can't
career
just-
if you only just stick to one genre.
Nobody's just hiring just the...
No, there might be. But those are like private.
There's
events.
caveats. There's caveats.
Yeah.
It depends on the city.
Really?
It depends on your city.
You might be great at something specifically, but nobody can only just play that something, is what I'm saying. Like, everybody is
Understood.
versatile to some degree. You may
To
not
some
be
degree.
versatile in everything, but
Right.
every DJ is versatile in some degree.
Even the Jamaican DJs, they
Some
play soca
degree.
now.
They
They
have to
do
learn.
very heavily.
Yeah, they have to learn. They have to learn. I
Yeah.
mean, it's vice versa.
Because they're just not getting booked for garrison party, they're getting booked for events and
Yeah.
events. Soca promoters are holding those.
Yeah. You're
So
right.
even though they want you to play the reggae and the dancehall, like
They still got to
you-
tap into
yeah.
other
Gotta be versatile.
avenues. Yeah,
You still
I
gotta-
agree.
You still got to look up. And I say that you got to look up from your controller like you're not typing a resume.
yeah.
You have
can't-
to feel
behave
your
yourself.
crowd.
Sit back. Sit back. Sit back. I see you lean forward. You can't just be.
That's the number one cheat code I'll give anybody that asks me the question. You gotta look, bro. Like you over here
Read your
playing,
crowd, read your room.
you over here playing dancehall and they got 20 Trini flag. You ain't gonna see the Trini
You
flag
ain't
them
looking.
because you're looking down.
Uh-huh.
You ain't gonna see the Haitian flag because all the focusing is on the. So you gotta look up.
You got to look up.
Look up. In a full of woman, you're playing Batman song. But you ain't gonna know that because guess what?
Your
You're so
face is
focused
planted.
on
Yeah.
you gotta look. You know what I mean? That's the number one cheat code I'll give.
Do you think that comes with experience?
It just come with intelligence.
Okay.
Like you just gotta be smart,
Common
man.
sense?
Yeah, like
That's right.
That's not so common.
I think if I start DJing, I know that. Like, I mean, that's just
Yeah.
that's just I would.
But we're kind of biased because
I
we've
would
been we
That's your
We
problem.
have
No, it is.
DJs
You're
in our
biased.
family.
You're biased.
You
You're
know what I'm
biased
saying?
from one
With that
side.
one word.
You behave yourself. So I have to say like that because she about to have me say a word or a phrase that I'm not going to repeat on these people podcast.
But now I want to know the background on that one.
When the mics are or
When the cameras are off, behind the scenes.
mics are muted.
what it means.
I'm not going. All right. So we use the term copper Bentley. Yeah. I hate when she does that. So
But you love it.
we use a term where a DJ is playing and not paying attention, and he's playing songs that only he knows. Like literally, only he
playing for
knows.
yourself.
He's literally playing for himself. Like and
Like
You-
think
you-
he playing in his bedroom?
he would pull a song, and the crowd look at him like, and people go, "Yo, Code, you know that?" I said, "I don't believe. I don't say I know every song, but I have never. When I said, I tell you, I have never heard that song before, Copper Bentley. He playing
He playing for himself.
literally playing for himself. And there have been, and there are. If it's experience, yes. I think it's when you don't take constructive criticism on top of that too. Because you have to have a friend until then. There will be some friends like, oh my God, yo, you mash up that party. And then there's some friends like, yo, you play.
I'll be that friend.
Those are the kind of friends I want.
Those are the friends that I am because I know I hang out with a lot of DJs, and if their transition is rusty, I'm like, bro, what was that?
I don't need any friends. I'm married.
No,
my wife tells me.
Because you know why?
No.
Because we believe in your talent, right? We're not gonna have you out here being half.
Not every one of your friends are gonna be like that. That's why
you're right, like, and then you're not your friends.
I need somebody gonna tell me, bro, like that what you did there, that was not good.
Yeah.
Because then I'm thinking,
yo, you mash up the party.
Yeah, and then
and then in the meanwhile, you got people out in the crowd talking about. Who is this DJ?
No,
how did you become a DJ?
And then when you hear me like, yo, no, I'm out, I get it.
Exactly. Because we will talk about you, and I say we because we will talk about you. But no, I always.
If you play shit, you play shit. If you play
shit,
you play shit.
But I will tell you play shit.
I played shit.
We were, we all, bro. We had times where we're like, man, and everybody that was upset, and you're like, bro, I don't know.
That's what I hate. I honestly hate that. Well, I know I played,
and somebody's still telling you,
like my God, I was like, damn, I ain't played this song. And people are like, yo, my God,
that set was your best set yet. No, it wasn't.
Hey, you might feel.
That part.
You might play like one song. So you never know how you really. Maybe that's not the person.
But we are our toughest critics. We are our greatest critics.
Anybody.
I've drove home many times with no music playing, just silent, bro.
I was reading it for face. I was reading it.
No music, y'all can't get the room.
Yo, and as DJ, people don't understand that. Yeah. You got no CD, no mix. And I'm like, no music, dead silence.
Listen, I drive in silence a lot.
Dead silence, and just be driving
a lot. So, gentlemen, I want to thank you for your time with us today. I would like to invite you both back on our panel on another day.
So we can talk about some topics away from music.
No Johnny, no.
The bartender,
what happened was right now.
The bartender quit. Because
when we talk about Orlando Carnival, and we get
gotta be straight minded.
Okay, we welcome all sponsorships, but we don't have them right now.
But before I go, I'm going to go there.
Okay.
And where I'm going
to there
is that before I leave this earth, I would love to see Orlando be what we know it can be.
You mean what Orlando was quite some time ago? Maybe about 20 years ago?
I don't want to say 20 years ago. I just know that we have the potential. And when I say that is, I understand it's May and hot as hell. Hardly we Orlando don't even want to be here because it's so damn hot. But we have one of the greatest tourist areas in the world.
Absolutely.
I say it all the time. Orlando Carnival should be the #1 carnival in the States. Period.
We have the greatest.
Period.
We have
second to New York.
Not even.
But who?
Second to New York.
I think New York.
Second to New York. Not even New Yorkers want to go. Not even New Yorkers.
Yeah, New York was just good because it was full of Caribbean people at the time.
Yeah,
but
not even New Yorkers. Like,
Orlando
even though New Yorkers have 1 million, ask the million and enjoy themselves. You know why I say Miami's the best?
New York ain't it.
You know why I say Miami's the best? Miami has found a formula where there's masqueraders, all right, invited into, compensated, endorsed, promoted, provided, right? So they are, and invited. Come, bring your band, bring your people, and there's an actual parade route. 8, 9 hours, 10 hours from Miami. Now, people Miami, they're like, oh, but it's inside. Yeah, you can't cross the streets. You're not entering that. You're not, even people entering that one carnival off the streets because this is too much damn noise on people. So be happy what you get. They're the actual parade route. You go, there's security, there's music. You go till 11, 12 o'clock at night. You enjoy yourself. You play your mass. Here, you blink by 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, you're off the street.
And you're going around in one.
And we have to invite others. We have to invite.
But also, we also have to take accountability.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like Orlando had privileges. We lost and lost and lost because of actions that were done. You know what I mean? They didn't just start putting a collar on us for no reason. You know what I mean?
Right.
We have to take accountability for what was being done.
And I want to know what that accountability is, and I want to join that. I would love to join that help whatever I possibly way I can.
Pause on that, because we do have some folks, I believe, from Carnival Committee that we can kind of branch us to that.
Even the Carnival Committee now is the new Carnival Committee. We all know they're new. I mean, they wasn't always on.
Yeah, they've definitely been. And that's been the problem. Is there's been so many changes in management and ownership.
There's never been no consistency. There's nothing with the Carnival Committee,
My issue has nothing to do with the current Carnival. It's like almost like they have to start from scratch.
So I'm saying this is
all over again.
I'm talking about like before.
Okay.
I'm not talking about within the last couple of years because they just started, but I'm talking about like before them. Like there was never we didn't hear about Carnival until Carnival.
There's a lot of people living in Orlando
didn't even know there was a carnival.
Carnival was just like a circle. Like and
I think that's for me that hurt that there was a lot of. So with that being said,
I do appreciate you gentlemen once again. Thank you for your true honest opinions, because we need that, and I feel like that can help us as a people grow for the Carnival community. Again, if you want to drop your names and where you can be found one last time.
DJ Frankie 47 IG and Twin Flames 47 TikTok.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
My bad. INT Code Red on one word, no spaces. IG, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Woo! Drop it.
TeamSoca.com.
So it's been real, y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us, share, all of the good stuff. It's your co-host, Empress Davy, alongside this one over here, Mad Trinity. And thank you once again for tuning in. Go watch the rest of our episodes and stay tuned for the next one. We out.